welcome to our channel Khatri Steno. Subscribe our channel for more dictations. This dictation is for the aspirants who are preparing for PSP exam of Supreme Court. So be ready for the dictation without any stop. The correct interpretation of Section 24 of the Right to Fair Compensation and Transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013, for short the Act of 2013, is the subject matter of reference to this five-judge bench of this court. A three-judge bench of this court in Pune Municipal Corporation interpreted Section 24 of the Act of 2013. The order of a two-judge bench, however, doubted the decision in Shri Balaji and held that Section 24(2) of the Act of 2013 does not exclude any period during which the land acquisition proceeding might have remained stayed on account of stay or injunction granted by any court, and referred the issue to a larger bench. Later, in Indore Development Authority, the matter was referred to a larger bench on 7/12/2017. The court noticed that the cases which have been concluded are being revived in spite of not accepting the compensation deliberately, and statements are made in the court that they do not want to receive the compensation at any cost, and they are agitating the matter time and again after having lost the matters, and when proceedings are kept pending by interim orders by filing successive petitions, the provisions of Section 24 cannot be invoked by such landowners. The court noticed that the reference to a larger bench was pending and had been made in Yogesh Nimma. The court also felt that several other issues arose which it outlined but were not considered in Pune Municipal Corporation. The court therefore stated that the matter should be considered by a larger bench and referred the case to Honorable the Chief Justice of India for appropriate orders. A bench of three judges was of the view that the judgment in Pune Municipal Corporation did not consider several aspects relating to the interpretation of Section 24 of the Act of 2013. Since Pune Municipal Corporation was a judgment by a bench of coordinate strength, two learned judges in Indore Development Authority opined prima facie that decision appeared to be per incurium. Later, the court in Indore Development Authority considered it appropriate to refer the matter to Honorable the Chief Justice of India to refer the issues to be resolved by a larger bench at the earliest. These bench appeals were referred to a five-judge bench, which, after hearing counsel, framed the questions which arise for consideration. The right to fair compensation and transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013 addresses concerns of farmers and those whose livelihood are dependent on the land being acquired, while at the same time facilitating land acquisition for industrialization, infrastructure and urbanization projects in a timely and transparent manner. This act represents a change in the legislative approach to land acquisition. It introduces for the first time provisions for social impact analysis, recognizes non-owners as affected persons, a mode of acquisition requiring consent of the displaced, and statutory entitlements for resettlement. In addition, it has restricted the grounds on which land may be acquired under the urgency clause. There is an imperative need to recognize rehabilitation and resettlement issues as intrinsic to the development process, formulated with the active participation of affected persons and families. Additional benefits beyond monetary compensation have to be provided to families affected adversely by involuntary displacement. The plight of those who do not have rights over the land on which they are critically dependent for their subsistence is even worse. This calls for a broader concerted effort on the part of the planners to include in the displacement, rehabilitation, and resettlement process framework not only for those who directly lose their land and other assets but also for all those who are affected by such acquisition. The displacement process often poses problems that make it difficult for the affected persons to continue their traditional livelihood activities after resettlement. This requires a careful assessment of the economic disadvantages and the social impact arising out of displacement. There must also be holistic effort aimed at improving the all-round living standards of the affected persons and families. A national policy on resettlement and rehabilitation for project affected families was formulated in 2003, which came into force with effect from February 2004.